So let's try it again. Hello, Carly Jacqueline. Um, I hope you're doing fine. And I'm sorry you lost your papa last week, Carly. That's difficult to do. Um, okay. Well, let's see. We're going to see. All right. We could go today. I'm just looking. It is hard. I do understand it. It's only been a little over a month since I lost Ruth, and it's difficult. The hardest part is for those who of us who are left behind. That's what makes it hard, is that we can't talk to them, but we can. I am going to recommend that you start a journal for him and just write to him every day. It helps through the time. It helps you get through the time till you get to a point where it's not as difficult missing him, but there's always going to be that piece of you that will. I like to say I'm picking up on him, but at this moment, what I feel is the time is a factor because he's only been gone a week. But I do feel very peaceful, very much relaxed. I want to say I'm sitting on a porch and I'm looking outside at the weather as it goes by. Um, would 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 the JG sound be connected to your grandfather, like John, George, Joseph, Jerry, Jack? I'm just wondering if you'd recognize the sound. If you could answer that, that'd be great. Hi, Erica. So, Jacqueline, for you, I'm still going to keep looking, Carly. All right. Jacqueline, for you, I have the nine of. Okay, then, Jacqueline, I'm going to say your grandfather is perfectly okay where he is. It's funny because just before we started the show, my throat started to itch and I felt like I wanted to yawn a lot, which normally indicates, and I should have paid attention, that someone's trying to come through. So I am going to tell you that at times they'll give me a middle name or a nickname or something instead of the real name because it's easier for me to deal with it that way for the energy. So I am telling you that your grandfather is perfectly fine. And yes, I would definitely say he's watching the weather as it goes by. So that would make sense to watching the vegetable garden. All right, Jacqueline, hi. I didn't forget you. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about taking time for yourself to sit back and reflect on where you where you want to be. Sorry, or where you want to go. It's really about concentrating on you, Jacqueline. It's about really developing yourself, but it's also knowing that you're going to be okay, that things are going to work out for you and you don't have to worry too much. I mean, we all have to worry about money, but there's going to be a need of reflection here for you, Jacqueline. And this could be around a relationship as well. So I'm going to say, take your time, put your feet up, write a letter, whatever it is you need to do. And you will find that that peace, that serenity that you're looking for is going to flow through you. Hi, Erica. How are you? Well, Erica, um, it appears that you're going to be busy for a while, as though you're going to be sort of pulled in a lot of different directions and needing to find time for you. But it also tells me that there are things inside your life that you're going to have to let go of you that you don't need anymore. And that's what the Five of Swords says. It's looking, most people with the Five of Swords look at what they lost, not at what is in front of them. So I'm going to say to you, Erica, to stop and see what's still in front of you because there is a lot more coming. And to take your time, don't try to pull all the irons out of the fire at one time. Take your time and really get to see where you want to be. Hello, Dominica. Dominica. Yes, happy Wednesday. I always love Wednesday because we're sliding into home base for the weekend. So for this, I sort of feel you're looking for love. And the Knight of Cups is just that. Look at that. Look at all those hearts out there you're putting out. And for me, love isn't always the physical aspect of it, it's that emotional connectiveness to another person. And they're saying that what you're seeking, what you're looking for is coming towards you. Plus, you've got a couple of messages from old friends that you haven't heard from for a while, and they're going to be in touch as well. Somewhere, one of them's in September, and that's Shadow in the background. And they're saying that things are beginning to righten themselves for you, Dominica. So I'm just going to say hang in there because things are beginning to feel as though they're falling in place. Hello, Orville. I hope you're having a lovely evening as well. And hello, Penelope. And Orville says, Jennifer says hi. So Orville, sometimes looking back isn't always the greatest thing, but Mary has been around you lately. So I don't know if she's got a birthday or something coming up here or something of significance important that you're going to be looking back at and realizing that no harm comes for what is unfinished. And sometimes there are things in our life, Orville, that we can't finish. So I'm seeing a message coming towards you, and it feels like it's in the shape of an eagle. And I would tell you, this is your mom who's reaching out to let you know that she surrounds you with love and that life should technically be like a balloon. You know, we just float through life and we catch the updrafts as we need to go, and every now and then we're brought down to reality. But she's saying that you're going to reach out and help a friend in despair. And I don't know that message is with you yet, but she says that you are going to be the shoulder to lean on. So make sure that you're looking after yourself as well, because I think it's important, Orville, that we nurture ourselves as much as we help nurture others. Hello, Penelope. Well, Penelope, what do I do? What do I do? 4 of Cups. And you're going to have to make a decision, probably in a fortnight at the latest. And it's really trusting your own emotional self development as you make your decisions. And it's about moving forward and not letting others put those obstacles in your path. It's to make sure you have a clean path. It's like jumping a hurdle, you know? It's pace yourself. But there is an offer you are making within, I would say, 4 days or 4 nights, and that you should trust your instincts, Penelope, as you make the offer. Erica, honey, you're welcome. So Orville mentioned Jennifer. I don't know if she's on, but because she's been mentioned, I am going to pull a card for her. Tell Jennifer that she is the creator of her own fate. What she decides inside her life is what she can manifest. So tell her to be careful of the words and the choices that she's making, because it definitely is an energy source that flows through her, around her, and above and below her. And that is what's helping her make her choices. Dominica, you're welcome. Mr. Khan, when will I find out about a job in Ontario? I would say by June, and I think they mean this June, not next June. August is the latest date, I would say, but I'm feeling it should be June. All right. And I also feel as though one of the job offers is outside of the realm of what you're used to. So it may even be that you're offered something totally different than what you're used to. And they're saying that this, like the job offer should be June. I hear 6 or 8. So 6 to 8 weeks, June to August is what I would say. And I am going to say, I actually think it's this year. I'm not going to say it's next year you're getting that job offer. Oh, wow. Mastora, you could be buying a home in Ontario as soon as June. Okay, I've got the 6 in my head. So to me, that's June, but that could be 6 weeks from now. But it feels like you're liquidating a few things so that you can make that happen. And I'm going to say go with the flow, because I sort of feel like it might, now in your particular case, it may be next June. But I'm feeling I'm going to go with this June, but I'm just saying as a precautionary note, I may be out by a year. Hi, Shar. I'm not sure, Shar, who Walter is to you, or whether or not he's to someone around you or not. And he can be alive, but I just was wondering if you'd recognize the name Walter, or maybe any of these other people might. But I am hearing the name. But Shar, what I feel is that as the King of Cups, you sit in a position that you're able to look over your family, give them guidance, and sometimes you should be listening to the same advice you give to other people. And as a really good example is, I did a reading once, and I heard them say, well, you need to do this. And I was talking to the person and giving them instructions on what they should be doing. And the truth of the matter is that the information was just as much for me as it was for the person I'm reading. So it seems to be important. You're a very wise woman, and you could be an elder. And I feel as though people come to you for information, but whatever information you're giving, you can share with yourself as well. And I am going to say you need to make an offering here. Someone's birthday's coming up, and they're saying to make an offering, but I don't mean a financial offering. I mean an offering to the grandfathers. All right. Hi, Megan. Oh, I'm so sorry about your relationship with Rob. If you two were willing to go to counseling, and this one says no. So if you're willing to go to counseling, both of you, and you could work it out, or you're willing to forgive and forget and work it out, you could stay together. But my first instincts, and I'm going with my first instinct from my guides, is that it's time that you heal so that the wound is no longer there. And so I'm going to say try the counseling route first. And if it's not working, then you're just going to have to take one step in front of the other to move on to where you truly need to be, or where you truly want to be. I'm really sorry, honey. Andrea, hi, this is your first time to catch one of your live videos. I love your glasses. Thank you, Dollar Store. I love my glasses too. So, Andrea, for me, this is about an opportunity for you to sit in a position of authority, and almost like if you became the beauty queen and you had that ability to rule over people. But I'm also going to say that I have what I would refer to father, grandfather figure around you, and they're telling you not to worry. I'm not sure if his name's John or not, but the J stands out. So John, Jack, Jake, Joseph. I can't think of any other ones that I really want to go with. And it could be a first or middle name. And they're saying not to worry. It's going to work out. So whatever it is that you are hoping to have your finger or toe in a pie on, and that's an expression, I feel that the more you persevere, the better it becomes. So basically, fight for what you want. And Megan, I'm going to say this also applies to you. If you want this relationship, you fight for what you want. Okay, so Orville, you can hand on the message to her. Penelope, you're welcome. Liam, good evening. How are you? Liam, there is a shift or change, and the shift and change is coming in employment. It's like either you're expanding or you're taking on something else that is giving you rise for concern. So it could be that it doesn't fit into your, I'll go moral compass. And you may want to take a moment or two and take a step back and say, okay, how do I make this work but still keep my integrity? So there is definitely something there you're going to be looking at that has a different flavor than what, say, you would be used to. Okay, but the good part is I'm pretty sure you'll get through it. Okay, hi Jeanette, how are you? Jeanette, one of your daughters is, well, first of all, someone's pregnant around you, but I don't think it's your daughters because I think they're too young to be pregnant. So Jeanette, you are hearing news of a pregnancy, but you're also going somewhere where down by the sea, because I'm hearing, you know, the Little Mermaid, not unless you're watching the Little Mermaid over and over again, but I'm hearing the song Down by the Sea from the Little Mermaid. So either you're going somewhere by the sea or you're going to live somewhere by the sea, but I am hearing that song in my head. Mr. Khan, I was told that there's another job you need to apply for after I've gone all the way down the list and saw your name again. And they're saying that there's another position coming open that you need to get, they're saying, your hooks into. So I am going to say that you really do need to apply for another job. And is anyone here connected to preferably a dead person called Rose? I know that sounds really bad, but I have someone here by the name of Rose, and she's trying to, in my head, she's going, hello, hello, don't forget me, don't forget me. So if someone recognizes Rose, please hold on to her and don't forget her. Hi, Diane. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Diane, I can't remember if you're single or not, but they said love is like skipping a rope. You have to have that perfect, if you've ever done double Dutch, you've got to have that perfect rhyme or rhythm so that you can keep going until the rope eventually catches your toe, your head, your hand, whichever one. And it makes me feel either that you're falling into love, you're renewing love. There's something here about when you say give hope, it made me think that whatever this is about, it's for you. It's giving you hope of going forward, of moving, of rejuvenation is the word I want to use on you. Okay. And I really honestly believe it has something to do with love. All right. Well, you're welcome, Orville. Hello, Heather. In case you're wondering, I'm rolling up wool as I talk to you guys because I'm trying to knit a blanket, another one. Hi, Heather. So promotion is what I'm hearing, and I'm sort of thinking you might have already had it or you're about to get it. And promotion to me isn't always about going into a position. It can also be about achieving a dream or desire at work. But I also feel like there should be a little bit more money. And one of your sons seems to be running through the house rampant as though either he's really excited about something, like some opportunity is coming his way. He's got a challenge that he has to perform, and he's going to engage you and Liam in the challenge. So I'm just going to be prepared to have to face a challenge. But I think this is a good challenge. It's like raising money for something. Okay, and Heather, I don't know if William's yours, and I don't mean Liam or Henry or Harry, but I've got a gentleman here who's got his hand on my shoulder, and he just wants to address the love he has for you. So I am just going to put it out there. Hi, Raven. I hope you are doing fine. Wow, new challenges ahead. And they're saying that the Two of Wands is looking at possibilities around you. And this is your opportunity to shine, to let your light shine. And this is normally the creative card, so it could be for work. Wands is work. So it could be that you're looking at a position where it may give you the stability, the firmness of ground that you're looking for. But then I feel that there's something else back here that you're going to look at as well. And it new opportunities, that is what this is saying to me, the card as well as the people in my head, that there are new opportunities being presented to you and that you should go with them. You shouldn't just, it's one thing to look at something and know you have an idea and a goal, but it's another thing to put into motion exactly what you want to do. So I am saying go for it. Don't hesitate. Grab the bull by the horns and take that ride. Run with the bulls and see where it takes you. Okay, Megan, you recognize Walter. And okay, and Heather, your dad's name is Wally, short for Wallace. Okay, so Heather, I'm going to say your dad needs to go for a checkup. And Megan, because Wally can be short for Walter as well. And Megan, don't be surprised. That's what I'm told to tell you. Don't be surprised. It's something you wanted and it's finally coming towards you. And Diane, I am doing okay. Okay, hi Tammy. I hope you're doing fine. And Tammy, sometimes we have to look at our past to see our future. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but there are times we have to look back and say, what did we miss? It's like when children start to learn how to walk, they have to crawl and then they have to stand up and begin to walk with a little help. But there's a pyramid. I remember my doctor showing it to me when my daughter was little, because she got up and walked. She didn't crawl. She inched like a worm. And then she just stood up one day and started to walk. So then I had to get down and teach her how to crawl on all fours. And so it's like that. It's a process, Tammy, that it's like learning how to speak and forming words. It's like learning how to bake a cake or a pie. You have to follow a process. There's something you missed from your past that you need to do now so that you can foresee or foretell your own future. I almost want to say it's something you need to let go of. Like either not an idea or a concept. It's like letting go of something that's holding you in place. So that could be an idea. It could be a person. It could be if you've ever been rejected and afraid that, well, if I do it again, I'm going to get rejected. I feel like you need to move forward. Okay, Hillia, I am fine. But your message is take time for yourself. We're all intuitive, and this goes for all of us. We're all intuitive. It's whether or not we choose to listen. And what I feel is sometimes if we just take those moments in time, 5 minutes, a minute, whichever works for you, and you just close off all the external noise, that gentle peace that surrounds you is what fulfills you and moves you into the next sphere. And so, Ilya, you need to take some time for yourself and you need to really look after you. And this is coming from your dad. All right. So I am saying that you've got to do it since he's the one who's saying it. And I know time is of the essence because all of us, we all do the same thing. We're born, we grow, we die eventually. But the thing is that what are we enjoying in between the struggles and everything? And so, Ilya, you've struggled so much inside your life that they're saying now's the time to take time for you. Okay. So I am asking if you can do it. Now it's up to you if you do. All right. I gave you the message, Heather, for your dad. And Shar, thank you. You're doing a prayer for your grandson's cake. Oh, that's so nice. And trust me, he can hear you. Megan, you're welcome. Jeannie, for you and Brandon. Well, congratulations on, wow, that's an interesting name. Jack. I think it's a unique name. Um, I would tell you that, can I ask if you had a C-section instead of, sorry, no. Anyways, I'm obviously, I'm just going to say congratulations. I'll stop talking now while I'm still ahead. And this is time now for both of you. And I'm doing the message for you and Brandon at the same time. And to take the time to really enjoy, to invest the energy into the growth and the development of your son, that this is the most precious part of the whole journey. And he likes music, so I am going to ask you to make sure you play some music for him at least once a day so he can hear the vibrations. It seems to be important. Good evening, Marie. How are you? Marie, you have the Emperor. This is sitting in a position of dominance. It's also the ability for you to achieve the dreams and the desires you want. It's also about the beacon. The beacon in the distance says, follow me, follow me. And it's, again, trusting instincts. And they're saying that there's an opportunity for you to grow and to manifest what you are looking for. And that don't stop there, keep going, keep growing. Because, like I said earlier, we're all intuitive. It's whether or not we choose to listen to it. And it seems to be important that you just keep moving one step in front of the other, because the more you move forward, the better things begin to get. Wow, there you go. Girls are going to visit my mom in Florida next month. I hope you're going too, and that you have a lovely time. Well, then, Raven, please hold on to Rose, because she came through, and I would tell you that she is around you all the time. And Heather, your great grandma was Rose. Well, that would explain the bagpipes, or not the bagpipes, but you know where they get together with the banjo, and not banjo, but the guitar. Kaylee, is that what it's called? Because I can hear that going on in my head. And that's all I've been thinking about all week, is to go to one. So Heather, maybe you need to play some music that would be close to your Grandma Rose. Well, Diane, I'm sorry about you being a widow, but I actually think you have the opportunity to grow, because love is being manifested around you. Hi, lovely. Well, I actually missed all of you too. Thank you very much. Lovely, you have the 5 of Wands, and this is literally developing a desire for yourself. It's creating, it's creation. Oh, and I have a lady here, lovely. She's either like a mom, a grandma, who says that your journey sometimes may feel like you're alone, but there's always a hand supporting you. There's always a hand on your shoulder who walks with you. And this is a lady, so it's a mom, a grandma, could be an aunt, could be a great grandma, but you've got people supporting you no matter what direction you go in. And what I like about this 5 of Wands is it could be work related, and it could be someone who's causing a little disturbance at work. And the good part is you're out of the angle of having any of it fall onto you. But it's also about you developing a plan for your future. And I'm going to say go with it. Hi, Aaliyah. I hope you're doing fine. And Aaliyah, you have pentacles or money around you. So it could be that you're developing something that is going to make you money, a new craft, a new idea, a new contract of some sort. But I am seeing money come towards you, and it's coming in small little bits. It's not as though the mega pot that you won. Okay, but there is some money coming towards you. And the other part is that you're doing some sort of road journey, because hearing that sound of tires, when it's raining out. So I'm going to say pay attention to your speed when you're driving. It does seem to be important. Okay. Speed could get you into trouble. I'm thinking more like a really hefty ticket. So please pay attention to your speed. Well, Heather, I'm glad all your relatives are here, and maybe they do want you to do a Kaylee. And I hope I'm saying that right. Hello, Anna, or Ann Iva. Well, I think you're new. Oh, do you really? Well, if you toss your hat into the ring for a romantic relationship, yes, you could have it. But do you know exactly what he wants inside this romantic relationship? Is it a permanent fixture that he's looking for, or is it just fun? So I am going to say that in this particular case, don't invest your heart 100% until you know what he's looking for as well. So just have a little care. And hi, Cheyenne. Yes, Tammy, fear is a great thing. If we're afraid of success, or we always fail. So um, everyone has to fall and stumble along the way. But if you're willing to pick yourself up and work through that fear, you're going to be fantastic. Cheyenne, well, it's getting close to time to settle down and decide, are you going to study or are you going to work? Sometimes those can go hand in hand, but in your particular case, I feel as though I want to have both ends of the candle burning and burn right up the center. So I'm going to tell you to pace yourself. You can climb a hill as long as you pace yourself and you know where your feet are standing and you're not standing on shale and falling back down. So they're saying that you can achieve your end result because you're quite capable of packing a heavy burden. But you have to make sure that you're nurturing yourself as you go. Well, Ilya, I'm really glad your dad came through. Well, Jeannie, since you did have a C-section, I am going to ask you to really look after yourself. Remember, no lifting anything over whatever the limit is, 5 to 10 pounds, and no vacuuming for a good 6 weeks. So I guess your Brandon is going to have to do some of the chores around the house, or hopefully someone else has come in to help you. Please look after yourself. Thank you, Liam. It is good to be back. Raven, you're welcome. Heather, well, then it's time maybe for you to start playing that violin, Heather. Okay. Yeah, but Jeanette, I still think that somehow you're going to be at the ocean as well. So don't cut yourself short there. You may find yourself down with the girls yet. Aaliyah, you're welcome. Lovely, you're welcome. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Well, Kathy, it's been a while. Kathy, moving forward into uncharted territories. I love uncharted territories. They bring exciting and rewarding surprises. A lot of people don't like uncharted territories, but I do. I'd one day like to do a white water rapid thing in out. You know what you'll know what I mean. Like I'd like to do something that's different. And so, Kathy, you're about to do something that's not charted in your near future, but in your farther future. And this could be taking a chance on romance. It could be going on a trip that you never, like, okay, I wouldn't probably go to the Amazon, but who knows, maybe I would. But it's something like that, something that you would never have dreamt that you would do. And it's uncharted, but it has rewards attached to it. So, whatever this is, whether it's romance, whether it is a trip, whether it's a new job, or stepping off that cliff with total faith that your parachute is working, like hang gliding, then I'm going to say enjoy the experience. Well, Cheyenne, I'm glad that that helped. And yes, it is nice to be back. So tonight I am going to pace myself, as I've said to several people throughout this. And yes, Kathy, maybe a cruise. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet on a cruise one day. But I'm going to pace myself, and I'm actually going to call it quits tonight, right now. I've managed to get everyone. It's been a slower night, but next week, Penelope and I will be on together. And so I'll look forward to that. And, all of you, thank you so much for being on the show. And most important, I really appreciate your support. And oh, Dominic, we just talked about fear. Fear holds us in place. And I think what you need to do is get out of your safety zone. I feel that if anything, you need to take a few moments and write down what you want to achieve inside of your life and then go for it. I think sometimes if we center ourselves, we can lose the fear. So the Ace of Cups tells me that whatever you decide, you're going to achieve it. But first, you have to center yourself to actually make it happen. Meditation, nutrition, um, walking outside, and actually having an idea of what you're looking for. All right. Well, everyone, I will see you next week. May love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. And have a great week and a fantastic weekend. Cheers.